What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
You have to be polite and say hello.
That's true.
I know.
Yeah, that's how we
Or
begin
sing
every
it.
pod.
Every pod, yes. Welcome to the Hot Tub Podcast. Brady said we have to do this thing for the podcast, and then immediately after he's going to eat almonds.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
have
thinking,
so many
why
almonds
don't
here.
you just chew on a few almonds right
Oh,
now?
I think that's
Don't do that,
great.
don't do that,
Okay, can we
please
be
don't
really
do
quiet
that.
so we can focus
Yeah,
on the
of
sound of
course.
my almond
Yeah.
chewing? All
Guys,
right.
for real, I hate this so much. No!
pretty
Oh
good.
my god, it's the worst.
Yeah.
A little stale.
No. Stale almonds. You know how long you have to have almonds for them to go stale? Can you stop?
Are they roasted or not?
No, they're just normal almonds.
Just natural ones.
Yeah.
I prefer natural ones as well.
Almond too.
Are they
Really?
salted or not salted?
Unsalted. I'm
Oh
healthy.
my god,
Hey,
stop.
That's the
I'm
way I like my
salted.
almonds too. Natural, unsalted.
Natural unsalted.
Like your life. You don't have anything.
Natural, unsalted. You betcha.
What happened to you that you just don't like anything
Like
on
sauces
anything? Yeah.
I just don't need to eat a lot of sodium, and I like the taste of the almonds natural and unsalted. If not, you just taste like you're eating salt because they're so salted.
True at all.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
god,
Brady, what do you
that's
prefer?
fine.
That's too much.
That's a
I
lot.
I
just
mean,
ate
we've all
so
heard
many
the
almonds.
story about how my husband 3 bites an almond, so it's just like PT. Like I just can't hear
Brady?
it. It brings me back.
Try to 3-bite an almond. See
I
if you
feel
can
like
do
I'm
it.
going to bite my finger.
Yeah. One.
1, 2.
Yep. And then it all
Very
goes in.
difficult. How
Yeah.
does he do
1,
that?
2, and then puts it all in
How
for the
dainty
third
are
bite.
his fingers?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Careful
Derek.
now.
Sorry.
This is going worldwide. I don't know if you want this out and about, this information. Wait, the first time he did it, did you think he was joking when he was biting an almond?
I really truly did. I remember watching him, and then we were like watching TV, and then my eyes would be like, he's got to be joking.
It's like he's pretending to be a squirrel or something.
And not only that, he looks at his food before he puts it in. Like,
Is it 3 quick? Well, we'll ignore that.
Yeah.
Is it 3 quick bites or is it like 1 bite, chew, 1
it's
bite?
2 quick, 1 slow.
Wow, like a.
Yes, a little bit longer.
Can you
between the
isolate
third.
this? Because
Yeah.
it's going to sound funny later on. It's
And then
2
don't-
quick, 1 slow.
Got it.
And don't get me started on an all-dressed chip. He licks both sides.
He
looks
He
at
licks
it.
them, yeah.
Licks
Yeah,
them?
So
Wow.
he licks the flavor off his
Yes,
chips, yeah.
He holds it up, looks at it, like determines whether it's lickable.
Mm-hmm.
Then
If it's not, does he put it back in the bag?
no, then he'll just put it in his mouth.
Just eat it, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're not going to want Derek to listen to this podcast.
No.
So I'm sorry, does he lick or does he put it in his mouth to suck off the
No.
whatever it is on there?
He licks it,
Yeah.
turns it around, licks it, looks at it again, and then puts it in his mouth.
That's pretty
Wow.
disgusting.
It is.
It's next
a
level,
lot.
guys. You know what? And this is in bed.
Man.
With the chip.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. And when you approach him on these topics, does
Yes.
he just laugh and then continue to lick?
Absolutely. Because he doesn't, I truly don't believe he even recognizes that he does it. But now it's getting to a point when he's eating anything in bed and it's loud, like slowly the volume of the TV, I just keep turning
It just
it
goes
up.
louder and louder.
Yeah.
I can't.
You put subtitles on.
Well, I just saw your husband last
Yeah.
weekend at an event.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, he doesn't look like a licker.
He doesn't. Trust me.
Wow.
But
I guess that's a
know.
good thing.
It's a good clip, guys.
Yeah. Huh.
Yikes. All right, walking away from that and introducing you to the Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
I don't know how to attack this
Okay.
from which angle here. Well, first of all, let's all pretend that we're going out to the symphony.
Oh, sure.
Like
Yeah.
that.
love
Yeah,
that,
sure.
yeah.
Okay.
Gentlemen, put on your best tuxedos.
Yeah.
Jenny, do you have a ball gown?
I have
of
a
some sort?
gown, yes.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right.
Okay.
You look lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You all look
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, thank
The
you.
penguin
nice.
tuxedo, the long one on the back.
Oh, you have the
Yeah.
long
Yeah,
tail.
you like that?
The tails.
The
It's
tail,
good.
sure.
Rush went with a top hat.
I did, yes, of course.
Neat.
Feel bad for the person sitting behind me.
All right. You've been warned about this clip we're about to play. This woman is either very much into classical music or there has to be another explanation.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
So the Philharmonic in L.A., the Los Angeles Philharmonic, performed a couple days ago. Someone posted audio after a woman in the crowd supposedly had a reaction in the middle of the show. It happened as the music got soft, so everyone in the audience heard it. Everybody obviously recording at concerts now, right?
Yeah.
One person who was there described it as a wonderfully timed something or other.
Oh.
Okay.
They were performing the Fifth Symphony,
Yeah.
one of the best pieces of music ever written.
Sure.
But here we go. Are you ready?
Yeah.
By the way, someone else who was there told the LA Times that the woman's boyfriend may have been responsible for the sound in the
Gotcha.
crowd.
Okay.
Theater was dark. They were in the balcony. He was sitting right next to her.
Okay.
When the person looked over, she was breathing heavily, and the guy had a smile on his face.
Oh.
Wow. Bet he did.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to hear the clip?
Sure.
Yes.
We have
Yeah,
to
we're gonna
clip
have to play that.
Yeah.
We're just warning everyone
Yeah.
now.
Warning.
This is actual audio from the Philharmonic concert.
Okay.
Maybe it was just a bad sneeze.
Yeah, it could have been.
One more time.
Yeah. No.
Man, that is guttural.
Yeah.
That is.
That
It's really
can't
awkward
be.
for the people right beside them.
Right?
Yeah.
Very awkward.
Yeah.
That can't be real.
Oh, couldn't it though? I mean, people do stuff.
But no, but like that.
The
kind of where
timing
you can't,
is- oof.
The timing is, and the. Let's just say in that moment it was the best ever. She can not scream like that,
Yeah.
right? Even in your most.
Sorry.
Jenny's
I'm sorry.
explaining,
If
Jenny's
you could actually, yes. We know more details about that. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Tell us about the.
If you're in your
God,
most
I'm
what?
just if you're in a moment of insane love feelings,
Insane love feelings.
and that's happening, you can mute yourself to a certain degree. Like, say that's how she always sounds when she's at home in the comfort of her own bedroom, you know?
Yeah.
You can mute yourself when you know you're in the middle of something, especially a symphony. Like, it's not like you're at a rock concert or something. Nobody's hearing anything. Come on.
But perhaps now, look, I don't know whether it's fake, real.
Yeah.
I don't
Right,
know.
yeah.
But there are some variables to what you're saying too,
Yes.
though. Maybe she had never reached.
And didn't know what was going on?
Or maybe, I mean, she
That
didn't
point.
know the song, the piece is like an hour long,
Right.
right? She didn't know it was going to get quiet at that
Yeah,
moment.
there was
Maybe.
like
maybe.
a lull.
But even still, I mean, that's the that the whole theater is going to hear you.
Yeah.
No matter what, the people right beside you are going to
Yeah.
hear you
Yeah.
no matter
Yeah,
what.
that's-
And so
for
she's
sure.
being very loud for them.
Disruptive, really?
I agree. I think
Jenny's upset.
she's very. Yeah, that's the disruptive
Everybody
part.
paid
You
to
don't
be
like that.
there.
I think it could have been an awkward guttural sneeze.
Yeah, could have been.
It kind of sounded that way.
Yeah.
You want to hear it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really. You think it's
Could
a
have been.
sneeze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
sneeze
no.
she held in for a
That's
really, really
that's a
long
weird
time.
sneeze. I don't know.
Sounds like she's being murdered.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Sometimes
You know?
that
Okay.
also.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
Like I've always believed. I don't know if this can put me in a bad light or not. I believe that people are over the top like that are actually just playing it
Playing it
up.
up. Yes. Yes.
I think very often, yeah.
I
Most of
don't
the time.
think.
There's no reason that in public like that she would have to be that loud.
No.
That's
There's just
what I've been
there's
trying to
reason.
say.
Yeah. I mean, you said
The whole
it.
time, that's what I've been
Yeah,
trying
you
to say.
said it in a different way.
You
but
came
yeah.
out that's better, you know,
yeah.
the way that you said
use
it.
clicking.
Yeah, I like the clicking was good too. I mean,
But it,
said the same thing, just very
Yeah.
different ways.
Just in clicks.
but sorry, Jenny.
No, it's okay.
But at maybe your loudest, could you not be that loud?
If I was like, why would I want to do that though? Like, no.
What level do you have to be to get past the clicking?
I know I can't even. I don't want to.
No.
I just, you know.
You can't.
No. Yeah.
I don't think.
I'm not even saying anything.
I truly do believe it's real.
Yeah,
You do?
I do.
No,
I
don't.
really do.
You don't think that she exaggerated it for the sake of social media or
No,
something?
but I believe everybody exaggerates who is that crazy
But
loud
why
all the
exaggerate
time.
there?
There.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Part,
making a
part of
statement.
the part of the turn on for weirdos sometimes.
Maybe. I feel like this is going to be a TikTok thing. I think like a video is going to emerge in a week.
Oh, and it's going to
you
be
know?
a challenge.
Yeah.
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 It's like the The penis challenge. You guys
is
know what
that?
that is? It's
No.
where you have to start. You do it with, you play it with two people. So, for example, Jenny and I, we would play it in public. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
I start by saying the word penis very quietly. And then
Right.
you have to say it a little louder. And then I have to go louder. And then you keep going. And then it's like chicken. You say it as loud as you possibly can. And then eventually someone gives up and they won't say it.
Right.
Maybe it's like that.
Could be.
Oh, I would lose so quickly on that.
We could try that on the air.
Sure.
No.
Yeah, okay. Jenny?
Can we?
Sure.
Why not?
We
He
pick
already
another
said it,
word.
it's fine.
What,
Yeah.
what words does Jenny hate? That,
Oh, I have a list.
We have a list. Yes. I mean, pit, spuds.
no, but something
That I
like
could
Yeah, we have
yell
pit, we
if
have
I had
stump, we have
to.
tater, we have backed up, like constipated spud, put the bird in the oven, my dogs are barking, we got romp, we got rump,
Yeah.
pass gas, rear end.
I hate rear end.
No, I mean, penis is probably the best way to go.
What about
You
tater?
would isolate that.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
especially the build-up.
Yeah.
He said the dismissal of it. No, penis is the way to go.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try this down the road. Maybe
Yeah,
not
maybe another
today.
time.
Yeah,
okay,
sure,
thank
yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right.
We need to
Something
practice.
forget.
Let's just go around the room now with our best orgasms. All right, here we go. Rush, you start.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Well, that was a laugh, but all right.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
It's that point of the week where we get to do this.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, funny story making the rounds this week. Louis Capaldi, who we love to pieces,
Yes.
a lot of great hits there, has recorded a song with Calvin Harris, but no one knows where it is.
Yeah.
So Louis recorded with Calvin 2 years ago, but admitted they're unsure whether it will ever see the light of day because he put it on his laptop, then lost it or something, and it's never been seen
Oh
since.
my God, will you be kicking yourself?
Yeah.
No kidding. How bad do you feel? Especially if the
it
song
could
is
have been
good.
a number one
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
And how much money you could have made off of that.
Absolutely.
Oh.
So we
Brutal.
thought we'd go around the room and see what the POV of the TUB would be with this question. What is a time where you accidentally totally blew it? Now, I don't really have much, so I hand it over to Rush because Rush has a good story, and so does Jenny,
Yeah.
and hopefully Brady does as well. Rush,
Yeah.
what do you got?
Yes, the story here is Mahler's never made a mistake.
Yeah.
Thank you. And good night.
All right.
Thank
I can.
Thank you.
So the details in this. Sometimes when we have people on the program and stuff, we're going to interview them, have them on the show.
Yeah.
They have something to talk about. Sometimes it's convenient for them to be on in the morning when we're live.
Sure.
Sometimes that's just not convenient for them, so we have to record an interview or record with them. This was years and years ago. I don't remember what it was, but we were talking to somebody about something that was going on, and they were very, very upset about it. They were very passionate about it. And we did an interview, and there were some words that the person used that were rather colorful that we couldn't air. And it was my job to make sure that everything was edited and bleeped out. So when we ran it live on the air, it sounded good and didn't get us into trouble. Now, I won't use the actual word that I did not edit properly, but I'll use one that sort of sounds like it just to demonstrate the inflection of what it was. And he said, quote, "And I don't give a fork." And it was loud, and it wasn't fork. And,
And a lot of emphasis on it, right?
Very strong
Yeah, it was the
emphasis.
star of the show.
And I didn't edit it, and so when we were all just content to let this thing run, we ran, and it was a full, loud, screamed F word. And
Boy.
everybody just looked at me like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oops.
ouch.
But I will tell you, we didn't get in major trouble.
We didn't.
Right.
No, because it wasn't us saying it.
It
That's
was not us
true.
saying it. I
It was
mean,
That's true.
somebody else.
Did they know it was recorded? Like, did the bosses know it was recorded?
yeah. No,
That's
again,
to be determined.
and the thing is, the thing about it is, right, you record these things. One of the reasons, too, you record them is so you don't have, F-bombs on the air.
Right.
Oops.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do.
No.
It's out there.
And of course, because
that's the way it goes.
it's a recorded interview, of course, we also didn't react.
Right.
It continues for 2
Exactly,
and we're
eh?
acting like everything's
Oh,
fine.
and your gut must have just sank.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
your
Oh,
heart
it's a terrible
sinks
feeling.
Yeah.
oh,
And you
it's
start
the
sweating, the
worst.
pits get all...
Yeah.
Get all-
Start
get all
thinking of where
drippy.
I'm going to move to after I get fired.
Jenny, what is the time where you accidentally totally blew it? What's your POV?
Oh, well, it actually just happened. I'm sure, like, I asked my mom. I have many of these stories. I've blown it a lot of times. But the most recent in my memory was...
Getting isolated, thank you.
Oh, God. Whoa. Oh, boy. No, but just recently, my wonderful, almost 102 grandmother passed away.
Yeah, we're sorry
Yes,
about that, by
thank
the
you.
way.
And it was a beautiful service, and it brought our family together, and really we looked at the positives, and we had lots of laughs and so on and so forth. Well, my dad, who doesn't have social media to any degree,
Yeah.
asked me what time the funeral was. And
Yeah.
originally, it was supposed to be 2:00.
Oh, no.
Well, the priest called
no.
and changed the time. I'm busy. We're all busy. You've
Yes.
got lots on your mind. I never told my dad.
Oh, no.
So I'm not even kidding. We had to leave early because we had a bunch of people coming over to my house, Derek's house.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to get back to get things ready before everybody came over. So we leave just after the sandwiches and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. My mom's literally walking out with like leftover sandwiches from the entire thing. And my dad's walking in full suit, like ready to celebrate my grandma's life. Oh. And everybody just sort of stopped and he's like, Jenny told me to go. So I felt so bad. I called him immediately. Dad, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking. Originally it was. This
Right.
is totally my fault. And thank you for being there anyway. She knows you were there. Oh, I felt
That's
so
a bad
terrible.
one.
I know. I felt
Knows.
it's the thought that counts. I was throwing them all out.
That's
Oh.
so
Yeah,
cringe.
sorry, Dad.
Wow.
Well, that definitely
That was a
trumps
bad
the
one.
F word.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I can top that, guys.
All right, Brady's POV. What is the time where you accidentally totally blew it?
Yeah. Okay. So one time, a group of friends and I, we planned this like surprise party for my buddy Phil. Okay. And it was weeks in the making. It was super elaborate. He never gets parties for him. He's this quiet dude. We had like all the girls involved, all the guys involved. So it was a big deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, what happens? Dummy Brady Jones hits up the group chat.
Oh, no.
That Phil is in and says, hey, like, how are you guys getting Phil's party or something stupid like that? Or what are we doing after Phil's party? And then as soon as I saw it delivered in the group chat, I panicked. I had to make a side group chat with everybody in that chat except Phil. And I was like, guys, here's the plan. Spam the chat. Because he hadn't seen it
yeah.
yet, right? He's a busy guy. He works
Yeah.
a lot. So
Right.
we spam that chat for, I'm not kidding, maybe 3 or 4 hours. Just with, I'm talking GIFs, pictures, with fake conversations, with just whatever. Hey, have you seen my dog? Like, here's a picture. And just, we went on for hours. But
Did Phil find out?
Phil finally messages after several hours and says, Brady, you're an idiot. See you at my birthday. Terrible feeling, man. Terrible feeling. And I didn't hear the end of it. I just
kidding.
that
I feel
birthday
bad
was
for
it was
you,
hell
though.
for me because I had to sit there knowing that I'd ruined it
Yeah.
for Phil and everybody else. That's
But you are
Brady,
not
you're an
alone.
idiot.
A ton of people must ruin parties all the
yeah,
time.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I thought he was not in the group chat or if I just had my brain just wasn't working that day. I don't know. But
Well,
it
Jenny,
was
you had your birthday party, your surprise party that was, and we knew about it for like a few weeks at least beforehand.
Yeah.
And so many times I almost said to you, I was almost going to offer you a ride. So many things in my head. I'm like, no, keep your damn mouth shut.
It is. It's so hard.
Yes.
You're not even thinking.
Yeah.
I had somebody ruin my 30th surprise birthday party. We were just helping a friend move in, so a bunch of people you don't see all that
Yeah.
often was there. And he said, "Oh yeah, so we'll see you tomorrow." And I was like, "Tomorrow?" I'm like, "What's going on tomorrow?" He's like, "Yeah, no, I'll see you tomorrow at wherever it was." And I was like. Then you start putting everything
Yes,
together,
exactly.
and
No.
and everybody's trying. They're all talking over each
Yeah.
other and trying to, yeah.
well, at least
So-
it wasn't a funeral.
No, damn it!
Yeah.
And just know that your grandmother's looking over Phil.
Right.
Phil's going to be okay.
Yeah, it'll be all right.
That's right.
There you go, the POV of the TUB.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
A lot of people enjoy walking their dogs. It's
Yeah.
a nice way to get some steps in. It gives you a chance to get out and see what's happening in the neighborhood, or it might just be an opportunity to clear your head. But it can also be super dangerous. Listen to this. Researchers from Johns Hopkins University released the results of a study where they found that the number of dog walking injuries has quadrupled in the past 20 years.
Why?
Quadrupled.
Why?
Well, over 2 decades, 422,000 people have gone to the emergency room after being hurt walking their dogs. Women and people ages 40 to 64 made most of the patients. The most common injuries were finger fractures, traumatic brain injuries, and shoulder sprains and strains.
Yeah.
And some tips to make dog walking safer include shorter leashes to avoid tripping on them, avoid places where a dog is known to be distracted, and using front attaching harnesses to help keep the dog from pulling.
Don't walk on Alligator Road.
What?
The alligators are there. They'll bite you. Don't go there.
What is going on?
happening?
Oh my gosh.
Avoid Alligator Road.
I don't get it.
If you walk there, there's a lot of alligators there, and they'll bite you. Very unsafe.
That was so bad. That was so bad.
I know, that was great.
Like normally, I think we can go with you.
Yeah.
That was just terrible.
Alligator Road. That's where the alligators are.
Oh my God.
A lot of crickets there too, apparently.
Yeah, they'll get you too.
Goodness.
But mostly the alligators.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe because of people like using their phone, there would be more injuries, but it doesn't
That
seem
could
to
be
be
it.
that way. It seems
That
to be
could
that
be it, that you're distracted.
Well, it sounds
maybe
like
they
the
haven't-
finger injuries, they're from the leash
The
pulling,
leash,
right?
yeah.
Oh, don't
that's
pretend
it,
like
yeah.
you're in on this conversation now.
Hey, you guys don't want to go down the alligator road with me? That's your problem. That's big comedy. That's what that is.
It's not even like a pun.
No,
Exactly.
No.
Nothing to
I
it.
had to make
they're-
it simple for you because where would the alligators be? They're on Alligator Road.
That's not
So avoid that area.
But there's no reference to alligators in this. There
No,
hasn't
there's people
been
being injured when they're walking their dogs.
because of alligators?
Well, if they're walking down Alligator Road, yes, that's where the
I
alligators
want
are.
just one person to call in on the banana phone
They loved it.
and tell us that was funny.
They
Yes,
loved it.
good
One,
call.
Just a
one.
single
One
person.
single listener.
See, the problem is
Rush, put your phone down.
what happens
No.
here is when everybody
One
calls at
call.
once, they don't
One.
get through.
No.
Uh-huh. All right, everybody, just one person call. That's it.
If
All
you
right.
thought that was actually genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm maybe missing something.
No,
We'll
you're
check our
not.
lines here. Okay. This one? No. Okay, we'll try this one. No.
Well, try one.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
How
Oh,
about that
we got
one?
someone coming in.
Oh, they're coming in hot.
It's
No, I have some questions for these people when they're
Yes.
calling in.
Yeah,
by the
sure.
way.
Yeah. We have Samantha on line too, guys.
Okay, Samantha. Okay, Samantha, welcome to the show. Hi there.
Hi.
All
Hi.
right, now hang on before you answer anything. Are you drunk or high?
Both. And driving to work. No,
Okay,
I'm not.
Okay,
good.
good.
That's great. Do you normally find Rush funny?
I think he's a total goofball. And
Okay.
comes out with things from left field, and that's what makes me laugh.
There it is. That's good stuff.
So you
It is
laughed at
so
Alligator
ridiculous.
Road.
I look crazy here.
I didn't even get it. There wasn't even a joke there, though, Samantha. There was no joke. There was nothing to laugh
Alligator Road. It's where the
but you
alligators
could
are.
have said like Bear Road or like
Yeah.
anything else deadly, and it still doesn't.
We have alligators near here.
There it
at.
is.
No.
Okay.
And that's what makes it funny.
Wow, Samantha.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, you didn't have to hang up on me.
No, you're banning your supporters.
I didn't ban anybody.
on
Yeah.
her.
Oh, we have somebody else.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, guys. I just want to say he just has to open his mouth and he's hilarious.
There it is. That's great.
Oh,
All right.
What is
wow.
going
That
on?
is
What have you
just-
done,
I don't
Mars?
like
Appreciate that.
I don't like
Open
this
the
at all.
phone
Thank you,
line.
Nicole.
I am
I
really.
would rather listen to Alligator Road than listen to people get hurt walking your dogs.
Yeah,
Oh,
I agree.
Okay.
Alligator Road, good
Okay.
stuff.
Didn't
That's-
it,
that's
there was
good.
no joke
Thank you,
though.
Nicole.
There was
Understand.
it was just
Appreciate
words.
the call. Yeah.
I feel like Rush sent out a mass text. Please call in to all of his family and friends.
Or maybe he's been sitting on this for weeks. Look, I'm going to say Alligator Road one day on the show.
Yeah.
It won't have anything to do with anything. Just call in and support me.
Yeah.
He still just wants to take calls.
Are you still
Exactly.
taking calls over there? What are you doing?
No, we're just
Okay.
waiting.
Oh,
Anybody else
okay.
is going to get
Good.
Sure, yeah,
because
no.
nobody's calling.
Hi, who's this?
Oh.
Hey, it's Angel.
Hi, Angel. How are you?
I am great. How are you guys?
Did you like the Alligator Road?
I loved it. I
Yeah,
thought it
good
was
stuff.
super funny.
Yeah.
You guys have to give him more credit.
This is not someone named. Is this Lisa?
No, it's Angel.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe this at
I didn't
all.
feel that. I don't feel
I
like
don't
that's
believe this at
real.
all.
Thanks very much for calling.
This just doesn't
Thanks,
seem.
Lisa.
Am I in a fever dream? What is
Hi,
going
good morning.
on?
Who's this?
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
I usually find Rush so funny. Like, he's so funny.
Yes, thank you.
That one was bad.
We can stop
That's
there.
terrible.
We
It
have
was
to go.
great. Let's keep calls going.
There's
Let's
a
keep
bad
this calls
connection.
going.
She's gone. I don't know what happened.
Oh my God. Someone with some common sense.
But she said that I was very funny.
Yeah,
'Cause
sure.
Those first 3 calls, I have to say, I was questioning our show and
Me
everything
too.
we've ever done.
We all kind of went quiet and just had to reconsider.
Hi, good
Contemplating
morning.
life at
Who's
that
this?
point. Oh, God.
Oh my God. He's taking so many calls.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, you got Justin here.
Hey, Justin,
Hey.
how are you?
I'm great. I would like to chime in on the Alligator Road comment.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
See, I thought where you were coming from with that was a couple months ago, there was the whole lady walking her dog got bit by an alligator down in Florida.
Oh, yeah.
No,
that
that's
would-
definitely
that
not
would've
what
made
he was
sense.
Not what he
talking
was
about.
doing. No, because
No.
that would have made sense.
But still funny, right? Another connection gone. So people have to fix their phones.
Wow.
It's gone.
Oh, boy. Okay. There it is.
Really took us down humor lane there, Rush.
But that made sense.
See?
Not as funny as the alligator one, but it's not bad. You'll get there one day.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, let's talk about moms.
Yeah.
Because I also have a mom story.
Oh, you do?
Because Jenny was just
Okay.
saying she has a mom story.
Yeah.
I have a mom story.
Okay.
Rush, you can decide. Brady, jump in
Okay.
as to who has the better mom story.
Okay, that's
I
fun.
love
like
Yeah,
this.
sure.
Okay.
Like a little competition.
Yeah.
Okay, am I going first?
Sure.
Okay. So yesterday, my mom and my aunt, we've had a busy week, just like family stuff going on. And my mom was coming to drop off some flowers and like dishes and stuff like that. So her and my aunt, they park outside and they walk into the house to drop everything off. The next thing, my mom comes out the back door. We're in the backyard and she's laughing, crying, laughing. And I was like, Mom, what happened? Like, what is going on? She said, we just walked into your neighbor's house.
No.
Now, the best part about this is that it doesn't look anything like our house. They have a whole patio in front with like hanging baskets, and
Right.
it looks nothing the same.
Oh my God.
And so I immediately messaged my neighbors, and I'm like, please tell me you guys had your camera on, and you have to get me the footage of
Sure,
this.
yeah.
So all you
Are
see
these the neighbors that you guys know really
that we
well?
know well,
Okay,
thank
that's
God.
good,
Yeah,
good.
so it was very funny. So all you see in the video footage is my aunt. She does a knock knock and then walks in, and then there's about 20 seconds that
Oh
my
my
mom
God.
is trailing behind, and she said she walked in, and Aunt Marilyn's just looking around, like really confused, and all you hear is her go, "This isn't their house." That's all you hear. But they walked right into like the main,
Man.
and like, and my mom even said she walked in. She was like, "Oh, I don't remember those chairs being there," and I don't remember. It looks nothing like our house.
Were they home at the time? Like, did they see the neighbors?
Yeah, so they were in the backyard.
Oh.
Actually, Mallory, she was working, and Mike was in the backyard laying some stone or whatever, so he had no idea.
Sure.
Okay.
So when she went and looked, she's like, we are both dying right now. How creepy, though, if it was
Like,
Mike.
did
Yes.
they say anything to anybody at that house before they left? Or
No,
did
they
they
just
leave?
they
turned-
left.
and then
Oh.
all
Turned
you
around
see is
and
them
walked
turn
away?
around
Yeah.
and walk out.
That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Is it though?
yeah.
Well, again, if somebody's in the backyard, if somebody's not in the house, you just turn around and leave. And then if you're going to say something from outside of their house to the backyard, fine. But you don't walk through, open their patio door and say, hey, welcome to the
Sorry.
house.
Yeah.
That's weirder.
It is
you just
weirder.
leave.
Yeah.
I might say something
Yeah.
though. Like if I was in the house for that long, I might say, "Hi, sorry, I'm in the
Yeah.
wrong house." Just because I
Maybe.
don't want to think that anybody thought I was breaking
Yeah.
in.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
My first, the first thing I'd be like, I need to get out of this, and then I'll remedy the situation
Yeah,
after I
you
get
send
out
a
of this
text or
house.
something, right? Like
Yeah.
you make sure that Jenny contacts
But like
them.
the front step is nothing like our front
Yeah.
step. It's only two little
Right,
ones.
right.
Ours has like four. Like how they
Yeah.
didn't clue in.
So
Oh,
but
God.
your mom followed
My aunt,
Marilyn
exactly,
into the house.
into the house.
So your mom wouldn't have led that charge.
No, it was
probably.
my aunt who led the charge, and then my mom. But it still took them both way too
But did
long.
they park in their driveway?
No, they parked
or-
in front of the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they just walked
And
into
then
the
they
wrong
just walked,
house.
like, sort of beelined it. And they were carrying stuff, so they were distracted.
Well,
But,
still.
oh, my
and
God.
even when you're walking 20 seconds behind somebody,
Yeah.
that's not a following thing anymore. That's
Yeah.
you chose that house
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Now also different because you're such best friends with these people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
worked
makes
out.
it better.
That
Oh, yeah.
helps.
Was a neighbor you didn't know
Oh,
at
my
all.
God.
And when
Yeah.
did the ring camera? Did they catch them walking out? And did they say anything after they closed the door?
No,
Were they like,
so
what
it
just
ends,
happened?
It ends just as you see them turn around and walk back out.
Okay.
But all you hear is my Aunt Marilyn go, "This isn't their house."
So good.
All right, that's story one.
So
Yeah,
funny.
very
Yeah.
good. Very strong.
I don't know if mine's going to beat it.
Oh, okay.
But I'll
Okay.
try. Talking to my folks, God love them. They can barely, function the TV sometimes. So they're very much into this season of Ted Lasso.
Okay.
I'll give you no spoilers.
Okay.
I will tell you they were watching one scene and a thing in one scene, but it ruins absolutely nothing.
Okay.
All right.
I promise you that.
Okay.
So they're watching, and it comes to a scene where I guess people in the show are like looking at the Mona Lisa or
Yeah.
a famous painting. My mom was, I guess, let's just say it was the Mona Lisa.
Okay.
Sure.
So the characters are looking at the Mona Lisa, and the Mona Lisa's on screen. And they keep watching, and 3 minutes go by, and 7 minutes go by. But the audio from the show continues.
No.
But the screen has frozen
Just this
to just this Mona Lisa painting. And so they watch for another 15 minutes.
No, they don't.
They didn't.
Yeah. And my mom said to me, your father and I just thought it was a very artsy episode.
Oh,
We
boy.
didn't know. And then
Oh,
we
my
heard
God.
the characters were at a restaurant. We heard the clinking of the glasses and stuff. And they were like, I get they're trying to be different and stuff. And young people, the way they shoot things now, and directors, I guess.
boy.
And they struggled and and it didn't move for. My parents watched 15 minutes of a still screen.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
How
amazing.
concerning is that?
That's great.
That is concerning. No,
Yeah, no, it
That's
is.
very
that
funny.
is
not one
concerning.
of them decided
Yeah.
after 2 minutes there
Right.
must be something wrong.
That's
Have
it was a long
Like,
time.
have you seen the episode they're talking
No,
about?
I haven't seen it yet.
It was a Van Gogh painting.
Oh, Van
I think.
Gogh. There you go.
I think it was. I get how you would think in that episode it was artsy. I get that, but I can't give them my full
But
support.
after 15 minutes, like I get it,
Yeah.
2 minutes,
Yeah.
3 minutes. But
Maybe.
You
I
could
did
give them
30
a-
seconds going, what is happening?
This is what I.
Yeah.
After 30 seconds, I think, oh, there's something wrong here.
Yes.
And I even know the episode. No, there's no excuse for that. No,
No, not even it was one of these kinds of
it wasn't that artsy.
No,
No, it wasn't. Like it was an artsy episode, and I get how you could think that in that scene, but no,
Okay.
that's great.
That's
though.
amazing.
Very funny.
All right. So which mom or parents here in these two situations is losing it more?
Those are both so good. I don't know what to pick.
And you and I had no idea
No.
that we're going to share these
Exactly.
stories this
Very
morning.
funny.
And they just happened within days of each other.
They're both really strong. What do you think, Rush?
Man, I
didn't think Mahler was going to be able to match
No.
Jenny's, but I
No.
feel like he did.
feel like he did.
Yeah,
and,
they're
and
close.
honestly, I
Do we have to pick a winner out of these?
If
Because
we-
I keep flip-flopping
I'm
here.
happy with a tie, if you are.
Maybe the ultimate prize is them living in an old age home together.
Yeah, that's good.
Put all four of them
confusion.
I can tell you they need supervision.
Maybe bunk beds.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jenny's situation, her mom can get killed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Into the wrong
Yeah,
house.
exactly.
Yeah, my parents just keep staring at the screen
Wasted
until
their own time.
until they fall asleep.
What did they think of the episode if it was artsy like that? Like, were they still enjoying it?
Oh, they said Jeffrey it was slow.
Yeah.
I said, I bet.
It would be.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
It very much lacked soccer that episode. So you're going to call it a tie?
I'm calling it a
Yeah, I
tie.
agree.
Yeah. Hate to be on the fence, but those are both very
they're
good.
good.
So funny.
Well done.
Oh, the tears were just rolling down my face when you watch this video. It's so funny. They just are owning it. Like my just knock walks right in. Like,
Yeah, like I have to say, what happened to them? Like that's bad, but that can happen to anyone.
yeah.
Watching a frozen screen for 15 minutes, man.
I listen. Maybe the what is it? I don't fall far from the block.
The apple doesn't fall far from the
Thank
tree.
you. I have done. My screen is frozen. I've sat there for probably a minute thinking,
minute.
you know, this
A
is
minute.
Yeah, but I shouldn't even spend more than 20
No,
seconds.
you shouldn't.
Honestly,
But-
you've
but-
given it a minute before.
I've done that, sure. But 15's a lot. That's a lot.
So good.
I agree.
love
So
it.
obviously, my brothers and I are going to milk this.
Absolutely.
And every
Yes.
time I want to show you something here on the TV, Mom, Dad, and just have it like a still photo. This is the
my
funniest scene.
favorite
Yeah.
So good. You guys are going to love this.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Here's the newest thing that's got social media blushing. A photographer here in Canada posted photos of an iceberg floating off the coast of
Oh
Newfoundland.
yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
And people love it because it's shaped exactly like a Geyseria.
What area?
Yeah.
Which space?
And who's Guy's area?
Guy's area.
I've never heard of him.
Shoulder, foot.
Yes, yeah. No, his package.
His what? What's a package?
Package.
Does Guy's area have one?
Is Geyseria, does he deliver mail?
Okay, now listen. He spotted it sticking straight up out of the water last week, and it had a Geyseria.
Geyseria. Okay.
And it had a base on each side, so like the whole thing. It looks like the whole package. The photo itself is pretty funny, but the details are also why it's blowing up online. It was spotted off the eastern coast of Newfoundland in a spot called Conception Bay.
Oh.
Yes.
And the photographer happens to be from the nearby town of Dildo.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So I actually haven't seen the photo
It really
yet.
is a perfect storm.
Oh, you haven't
God.
seen it?
It really does look like that.
Yeah, that's a package.
That's crazy. Oh, that's very fun.
As soon as you saw that, Jenny, if you were like driving by, is that
Yeah.
instantly what you would think it was?
Absolutely.
Really?
I'm taking a picture of that for sure.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, that's Instagram worthy.
Are you know how like when people go like over to Italy or wherever,
Yeah.
and they pose with like the Leaning Tower of Pisa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you posing with this?
Absolutely.
beside your
like pretending I'm
Wow, the Leaning Tower of package.
There's my hashtag. Thanks, Brady.
You're pretending to hold this?
Totally. Like, you know when people are at the Eiffel Tower, for
Yes,
example,
sure.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they make it look like they're holding
Yeah.
it or
Right,
whatever.
yeah.
I would do that.
That's pretty good.
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the picture. Yeah, you're right. There's no mistaking it.
No.
Like even
No.
it's sometimes you hear and you go looking for someone. Oh, now that you say that, I can see how people would think.
Yeah.
that.
Sure, no.
no, this would. Yeah.
Right,
First thing
especially
you're
there's a lot
thinking.
of different parts, right? There's
Yeah.
the
Is
the
Jenny,
upper
is
part.
Jenny doing this in the photo?
She
How
could.
is she holding it? Yeah.
I think I would just do this. Just hold it like I'm holding it up. Like,
Well,
out.
it doesn't need help.
Hang on.
No, it doesn't look like it needs help. Yeah.
Be gentle, Jenny. Jeez.
So you'd put your hand like that?
Around it. Yes.
I don't know if that would work optically.
Yeah, it would. Like anything. If
No,
you
because you'd
didn't-
be blocking it then.
Yeah.
But I'd put it Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't put it. So it'd be on the side. Yeah, I'd just like act as if it was sitting on my
You
hand.
wouldn't do this?
You could do that too.
Totally. I'm doing all the stuff. I'm
You're
getting
doing
all the
that?
options.
Photo
Yes,
shoot.
absolutely.
Photo shoot.
You would not. Because you imagine like families driving by and you're doing
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, no, you
I'll
can't
never
do that.
see him again.
Oh, God.
people may not have known what you were doing. Then you made that sound, and
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
they know.
exactly.
Yeah, now they know.
Wow.
Oh, come on. You guys wouldn't?
That?
I probably wouldn't do that.
No.
Why not?
Once in college. I was late. It was a Friday. I didn't.
Sure.
You don't know unless you try.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It was my first iceberg and it was my last iceberg. I haven't dabbled since. Sometimes we'll go to the freezer, I get the shakes, but
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Now it's time
Housekeeping?
Come back in an hour.
for some housekeeping
Housekeeping, you want towels?
More towels. Need sleepy.
on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Housekeeping, you want mint for pillow?
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
hey,
Hey.
Hey.
I need some chicken soup for the soul.
Oh, all
okay.
right.
What's going on?
stuff?
Yeah.
I like the
We
warm
used to have,
fuzzies.
yeah, I used to have the books.
Those books.
You did,
Yes.
We had those, yeah. For
Did
the
you read
teenage
them, or
soul.
did you just have them?
Did we what, sorry?
Did you read the books, or did you just
Oh,
have the
I'd
books?
read them. Yeah, my mom and I would read them together.
Okay.
There's some feel-good stories in there.
What? Feel-good stories. Feel-good stories.
Initially, I started buying them when they came out because it was such a novelty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
liked
yeah.
them. And then they expanded so fast on so many offshoots, I
know.
couldn't keep track.
It's true. There was like the chicken soup for the dog soul.
Yeah.
And chicken
Oh,
soup
yeah, and
for
the teenage, and there was just so many
The
of them.
child
Yeah.
soul. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this is one that'll make you feel warm and fuzzy this morning. Several special needs kids in North Carolina got to go to the prom on Saturday. A parent said on Facebook that she didn't like seeing them left out. Then randomly, people in the community started donating to pay for their outfits, dinner, and even rent a
that's
limo.
nice.
That's cool.
And parents who chaperoned that night said the kids all danced all night and had
That
the
is
time of their
awesome.
lives.
That's the best.
So good.
That's the
I
best. You love that story.
that.
Yeah. I'm just surprised that that's not like more of a thing. Like it's just like that it should happen every year
Yeah.
that they celebrate their prom.
Yeah, well, maybe there's 1 year there's not as many special
Yeah,
needs kids
okay,
as
maybe
other
something-
years.
yeah,
Or
yeah.
Well, that's great.
That is
good.
awesome.
Guys, there's been 276 different chicken soup for the soul books.
That's a lot of books.
No.
That's so many.
Okay, Brady, you're taking away from the
sorry, I'm just
prom.
saying.
We were on such a
Jesus.
having a
Chicken
moment there.
soup for the wallet, am I right?
Oh my God.
Brady.
Chicken soup for the bottom
I'd love
line. I
to
mean,
know-
come on.
I'd love to know whoever started that, what they're worth now.
Oh my God, Jenny, you're going
Sorry.
down Brady's
Oh no,
road.
you got me. You sucked me in, Brady.
He's Googling.
Why am I even doing
I
these
don't
stories
know.
now?
Jack Canfield, net worth
Okay.
Okay.
$50 million.
Okay, so not bad. Not as much as I thought.
I mean, a lot.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm glad the kids had a good time.
That's right,
A deaf woman in the UK has a 2-year-old cat named Zebby, who alerts her when her phone rings and there's a strange sound around the house. Now, the cat doesn't have any formal training. The extra help is just a role that he's taken on, little Zebby, okay? Well, that was big enough to make Zebby one of the finalists at the National Cat Awards.
Nice.
Oh,
The
Zebby.
NCAs.
All right.
The catties.
Yeah. I went with the NCAs. Yours is better.
The catties. So I guess I would assume this owner submitted her own cat for
Unless the
for
cat
the
submitted
award.
it himself.
There's not like a big evening with tuxedos and
Oh
hors
God, I
d'oeuvres and
hope
stuff,
so.
right?
I
Adorable.
really hope so. Yeah.
Little cats in tuxedos.
Red carpet.
I bet you there would be cats in bow ties at this
Yeah,
event.
for
Yes.
sure.
Would there be like litters beside the red carpet just in case?
Just in case, yeah, you never know.
Well, that's humiliating to be behind something.
What are you wearing? Oh, I didn't want to see that. Whoa, Zabby.
Yeah.
Zabby. And of course, on this show, if you listen to this show, we're all insane. And maybe we'll all fall into this stat. 1 in 8 true crime fans,
Yes.
Yeah.
Jenny,
Uh-oh.
think they could pull off a real life bank heist.
Oh,
A
bank
bank
heist.
A bank
No.
heist, no chance.
Absolutely not.
No.
I think I could.
You do?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like,
No,
how?
it's the time crunch that would screw, I think, most of us
I
up.
think it just takes a lot of planning, Mahler. I'm with you. I think this is doable.
Yeah, I saw a movie years ago. Maybe this is the movie Hell or High Water.
Okay.
Okay.
And Chris Pine, I think, was in it.
Yeah.
And what he did is he and his brother, I think, just robbed from small little towns in the middle of nowhere banks.
Oh, yeah.
Where they don't even have proper setup of cameras and everything else.
And they probably have more cash on hand because they don't have
Sure.
all of the,
Yeah,
you know.
maybe.
And even if
Yeah.
there wasn't, nobody's getting them.
No.
Nobody sees
Right.
anything. Yeah, so that I
Okay.
get like downtown. Nah,
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
so
there's no
much.
chance. Even just modern banks. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like it would have been so easy to rob anything in, like, the 60s.
Yeah.
Or,
Right.
even, like, the 20s, God forbid. Like,
Yeah.
you
True,
just
yeah.
walk in and get the money, and
But
then
if
you leave.
you and I put our heads together, Brady,
I think so, too. I think we could plan
after
a
a
pretty
year,
good heist.
I think we'd have something there.
Jenny, I love you. I
They'd
would
be
invite
arrested
you.
immediately.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
No chance.
Nothing. Yeah. Go get them.
No, we'd go to, like, some tiny town,
Yeah.
in, like, northern
Okay, so
Saskatchewan.
if that's
Yeah.
the case, then maybe give them like 48 hours. They're getting arrested.
They're still getting
Yes,
arrested. Absolutely.
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we could do
Brady
this.
would forget his mask or something.
Do you know how many crimes happen every day that nobody ever gets caught with?
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
do. Yeah.
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 Not a
Oh,
lot
you
of bank
do?
robberies.
How many's that?
Many.
Okay,
A lot.
there you go.
A lot.
So then why couldn't we do that?
You'd be arrested immediately.
Why?
Because you'd be bad at robbing banks.
Oh, look.
See, now,
Look, he's even got.
there you go.
I actually bring this with me everywhere I go.
There's your partner.
Jenny, describe to our listening audience what Brady's
You
wearing
have a
right now.
how do you have nylons?
Just ready to go. Anytime someone wants to go bank robbing, I have them in my bag.
But you have to do it right. You're not doing.
Jenny,
you have the
do you know
whole
what the
crotch
first-
part
no.
on your face?
What? What am I doing wrong?
You have to pull the actual like.
Yeah, but these are used. I don't want to,
Well, would you rather the crotch on your face or would you rather the leg?
I don't know. What am
If
I
you
doing
want to
wrong?
isolate that, please.
Anyway, Mahler, always prepared.
That's good.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You would have a better chance if you're robbing banks alone. But instead, you've got always prepared Brady.
Who doesn't even know how to put the nylon mask on
Yeah.
properly?
I think Brady and I work very well together.
I think so,
and
too.
Sure.
I give us No, I'm not saying a 10 out of 10. I give us like a 7 out of 10
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah,
We'll
for our
start
first
saving
one.
for their bail.
Did you see what he just did?
What, was prepared?
No.
Failed at putting nylons on his head.
No, what he's doing, look, I can break it down for
Okay.
you dummy. What he's doing is he's pretending he's so inept right now that when we actually go and do it, they go,
Oh.
it
Yeah,
couldn't have
that's
been
right.
Brady. Listen
Yeah.
to
Brady's
that guy.
pretending.
Oh, what a
It's
setup,
the long con, Rush.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the long con.
That's good.
Bingo.
Because
Playing 40
what's going to
chess.
help you rob a bank in a small town of Saskatchewan is fooling me. Good job.
Well,
1
Rush,
out of 10 chance.
I know you're against us on this, and Jenny seems to be on your side. I'll just wrap it up by saying, Jenny, do you think you could get away with murder?
I mean, yeah, if I didn't have time and
There you go.
All right.
Rush is an island.
Yeah, I certainly am.
And North Battleford, here we come.
Brady, good. Draw everybody to North Battleford. That's
Calling you
exactly.
shot.
Yeah. Everybody go there. Yeah.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.